thumbs around. You gotta wrap those thumbs around the front. Say set.
Set.
Bring those fists into your chest. You're gonna step your foot out. Press your hands down. Say Junebeenam.
Junebeenam.
Okay, so again, raise your hand if you know the answer. What does Junebeenam mean? What stance is this one? Almost, right? Ready stance. Everybody say ready stance. Right, so when you guys say Junebeenam, you're saying I'm ready, ma'am. Right? Okay, so we're gonna try this one again. Go trip. Go fast. Trip. Right, go feet here. Nice, okay. So we're gonna bow in. So we're gonna turn towards Fred. Go cookie cake. Right hand your heart, hand. Nice. Okay, turn toward me. Jump. Nice. And then what? Bottle? That just means as you go. And kunyia bow. Say salamnya. Annyeong. Ashnika. Nice. All right. So that's what we were doing. One more time. We're gonna make those fists. Curl those fingers. Wrap those thumbs around. Step out. Say Junebeenam.
Junebeenam.
Nice. You're gonna make an X. With your hands. Step the other foot out. Bend your knees. What's this stance called? English. In English. Yes, right. Riding horse stance. Right. What do you say riding horse stance? Anybody remember what it is in Korean? I don't know. Three. I can't hear you when you don't raise your hand. No, that's okay. Three. Everybody say Jujumsai. All right, no hands back, go loud tap. Go. Oh, one more time. Yep. Big loud tap. Go. All right, put your hand out. Remember when we punch, we are palm down. The thumbs on the bottom. Oh, everybody, keep that right horse stance. You gotta make sure you sit on your horse. Other hand goes here too. There you go, right? Switch hands. Go. Good job. This time we're gonna go 3 punches. What do we say? Yes, we. Just like that. Perfect. Ready? This time we're gonna go 3 punches where we're gonna go high, middle, low. Taekwondo. Ready? Nice. This time we're gonna do the opposite. We're gonna go low, middle, high. Taekwondo. Ready? Nice. And repeat. All right, right foot back, hands up. Go. All right, you do front step kick. So remember, when he comes up, toes do what? Go down, right? So that we're kicking with what part of our foot? On top. Everybody say instep. You're gonna kick, bring it back, set it all the way back behind you. So right foot back, hands up. Go. And one front step. Ready? Go. Knee up first. Ready? Are you okay? No. You need to step off from that hand. Step from your arm. Come out. No, go ahead. Step off from the hand. Okay. So make sure, when I say put your toes down, I mean your whole foot, then from the ankle.
Like
Kick
this?
forward. Okay. We're talking about our month, our character parts of the month is self-control. We're gonna have a little chit chat about self-control. Yes, ma'am.
I wanted to ask to get a drink when we were sitting down.
We don't usually do that in middle class. Now stay closer to the, right, hands up, ready, front step kick, go, hi!
Hey! 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 Hey!
Okay, everybody have a seat. Everybody have a seat, yes ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, knees in front like this. Nice, okay. Actually, go ahead and put like that, like that. So I want you to put your toes back toward you. Put your toes back, yep. And then this time, I want you to push your toes down, 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 down. Down, down, down. You feel how that feels in your ankle? Your foot goes down like that? Good. I want you to keep your foot like that, but bend your knees in. Good. Nice. Pick one up. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Set those toes down. Pick the other one up. Keep your foot like that. Kick. Pick the other one up. Kick. Right. Oh, toes down. Toes down. One more time. Put your toes out. Take your toes down. Slide it. Toes down, toes down. There you go. Kick. Yep. Kick. 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 Nice. Good job. All right, everybody stand up. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Cindy.
Yes, ma'am.
Nice. Okay, we're gonna try to do some dances here. So, we talked about a couple of them. This one's called what?
Chia.
This one's called what?
Ma'am.
Indeed. This one's called what?
The juice side.
Yosagi, or what's in English? Did it come out finally? Come on up, Frank. Yes. Yes, yes. English, what is this called? Riding horse stance, exactly. Then what about if I do this? Guys, watch me. Eyes up here. What about if I do this stance? What's this stance? No. This stance is. Everybody say walking stance.
Walking stick.
How about if I do
Oh, okay,
this
fine,
stance?
fine,
What am I
fine.
doing?
Oh no, you're good. I already got it.
Oh,
Whenever he's ready.
Everybody say front stance.
Downstairs.
What about if I do this stance? Come on. Everybody say back stance.
Backstairs.
What about, ooh, you get a hard one. You know this one? Good job, Bree. Nice. Twisting stance. Twisting stance. Yep. You know what it is in Korean?
Yes.
Fun fact. Everybody say guasa. Guasa. Nice. Easy. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, so when I say something, you have to say it back to me, right? And you have to say ma'am to me, right? So say, Junbi ma'am. Nice. Riding horse stance. Nice. Well, that's Junbi ma'am. Good trick. Good job. Okay, so we're going to try and take some steps forward in walking stance. So what's true about walking stance? Do we, watch me for a minute? Watch my feet. Do we walk like this? Nope, what's wrong with this? Nobody walks like this? How come? What's funny about how I'm walking? I know I'm going like this. Why is that weird?
You're going like this. Because you're twisting your
Because I'm twisting my feet. I'm not twisting, I'm not going straight.
I said, don't have to go straight.
Why is that weird?
But this is how
That's all.
this is how it goes. Because when you walk, you bounce.
I'm out of bounds. Or why am I out of bounds? What's wrong with where I'm putting my feet? Yes.
Because you were on the line in the sun.
Right, I'm putting one foot right in front of the other, right? So that's, if I see somebody do your walking stance like this, right? right? And that or your front stance, yes, this a lot, like front stance, right? Your one foot right in front of the other one. Right? And that's not good, why? Because you have bad balance when you're like that, right? It's like you're on a tightrope. So, hang on. So everybody put your feet together. Look at my feet. I want you to turn one foot sideways. Turn it straight again. And then you're gonna move it forward so your toes are in line with each other. Do it again, put your feet together. Turn one foot sideways. Turn it straight. Okay, so hang on. So you did technically do that. I want you to turn it sideways. You're pivoting on your heel, and I want you to pick your heel up, put it on your toes. There you go. Okay, and then just move it forward so your toes are lined up on the line together. There you go. So now your feet should be, if they're about a foot apart, also, they should be about 2 fists apart. So then you make 2 fists, put them together, put them between your feet. Is it about the same distance? Are they about 2 fists, roughly, about 2 fists apart? Yeah. That's about where you want it for Jundi and also for walking stance. By 2, you put them together. Yep, about that far apart. Or 1 foot. Or 1 foot. Roughly. Because that puts your feet under your hips. Does that make more sense? For balance, it makes more sense, right? Okay, so when we do walking stance, do we take steps like this? Is that how people normally walk?
No.
Do you see people normally walk like this?
No.
No, what's wrong with walking?
You're going far apart.
I'm making big steps, right? That's not how people normally walk. Right, so is this a normal walking stance?
No.
No. Because it's too big, right?
This is the one.
Yeah, okay. So how are Autumn's feet? Don't move them. How are Autumn's feet lined up? Can everybody see that the back of her front foot is lined up with her toes on the foot that's in the back? Yeah? Yeah, so that's kind of how we want our walking stance to be. So if you had your toes on one line and you did your feet a foot distance apart, and then you put that heel on the same line as the toes, then you're in walking stance, right? How about our toes? Do they have to point directly forward? The front one should. The front foot should be facing forward, yes. The back foot, it can turn out a little bit. A little bit. Not a whole lot. It shouldn't be like this. But it can turn out a little bit, and that's still okay. So we're going to try and take a couple steps forward in walking stance. So I want everybody to get into our walking stance, put your right foot forward. We're going to do it with a punch. We've got our right hand forward. Left hand is at our belt, right? Because the hand that is not punching is always at our belt. Switch hands for me, sir. Thank you, sir. Kingston, switch hands, please. Thank you, sir. And we're punching straight toward the wall, right in front of you.
I was like punching that man.
Nope. You're punching in the middle of your body. All right. So we're going to take one step forward. Ready? Go. Punch. Yeah, punch with the other hand, right? Yeah, back. Nice. Okay. Do it again. Step forward. Punch. Go. Hey. One more. Hey. Nice. Do it again. Hey. Nice. This time we're going to step in, not too big. We're going to step back. Go. Hey. Oh, don't step right behind. Remember, you don't want to be on a line like that, right? You want your feet apart, so step your back foot off to the side. You know what I mean? So put this foot forward again. Step that foot that way. Yeah, just a little. One more time. Go. Hey! There you go. Last one. Go. Hey! What's this foot off this? There you go. Good, and go back. Jumbi?
Man.
Okay, so Jumbi, are your feet together?
Yes.
No, that was Tria. Jumbi. Okay, so same thing, I'm just turning around to check your Jumbi. This is Jumbi, you guys are in Tria, go Jumbi. Right, so your feet are a little bit apart, right? Check it. Are you 2 fists apart?
Yes.
Yeah? Ah, there we go. Okay, go back up. Nice, okay. This time, what's the difference between walking stance and front stance? Yes, ma'am.
Because this, when you walk, you're going, it's like close, but when you
Okay, so we're not moving, I'm not moving yet. So just me standing here, what's the difference between walking stance? Yes, ma'am, and front stance? My feet are farther apart, yeah. Basically, what's the other difference, Autumn?
that one's farther, when you do that one, it's farther than the other. And we've been
Yep, the front knee is bent, the back leg is
straight.
straight. Yeah. So in this one, both legs are straight, right? Walking stance, both legs are straight. But in the front stance, the front leg is bent. You, with your back foot turned out like that? Okay, go back, go back. So is my back foot toe straight? Or my back foot toe straight? Look again, here. Are they pretty much pointing forward? Mostly? Yeah. So it is okay with this one for your toes to turn out a little bit, but look at my feet. You wanna try not to do this. You see where how far out my toes are turned straight? The back foot, they're like at a 90-degree angle, like this, like the corner of the square, right? You wanna try not to do that. No, you wanna, they can go out a little bit, but don't let it go all the way out 90 degrees. Yes, ma'am? Oh. Go to stand check. Okay, so our character card this month is self-control. I think we need to practice that. So I'm gonna go get the stopwatch and see if we can stand at Tria for a minute.
For 1 minute,
For a minute.
for 2 minutes.
No, for a minute.
1 minute. Minute's easy. Minute
I
is
think
fun.
it's easy. Okay, so everybody, when I say popcorn, I want you to, in your spot, jump around, be all goofy, okay? When I say lockdown, you have to stand Tria. When I say trip, you have to stand Tria. Do not move. Do not say anything. Don't move. Yes, ma'am? Okay. You started? You bring it up here. You start if you want. Okay. You got it ready? Popcorn! That's right, Tracy. You get five of them. Trip! Anybody else have a class? A guess? Anybody else have a guess?
No.
You were close on. Another guess to you?
1 minute.
Right at a minute, okay, ready?
Half a minute.
Half a minute, okay. So that was, a minute and a half, so you're
Like
close
6
on.
minutes.
Yeah. So, and you guys went right about a minute before you started getting a little fidgety, right? So, what that says to me is that even though you guys are relatively young, you all have the ability to focus and control yourselves, right? That's what self-control is about. You all control your bodies and also your minds, right? You're all capable of doing that. So that's our character card this month. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So it isn't just this month, that's one of our tenets. So that is something that you guys should be working on every class, like every time you come in here. So part of that looks like you are listening and paying attention, right? So we're not a lot of fidgeting and moving around when I'm giving directions. Yes, ma'am? And I know the stances part has a lot of technical stuff and we're not moving around a lot, so maybe it's a little more boring for some of you. I get that. I'm kind of a nerd, so I like stances, but I also went to a Kumse seminar this weekend, so I learned a bunch of stuff and I'm really excited to share it with all of you. But I understand that not everybody loves it as much as I do. That's okay. Well, I'm glad you love it too, but not everybody does. I get that. It's not everybody's thing. But it is important that you guys are able to control your bodies, and that means you're controlling your mouth too, right? Yeah. And if you have the self-discipline on, thank you for raising your hand when you do this, and waiting patiently for you to follow. And Rex, you will learn that, right? I know it's your first class, but you will learn that. That is part of what we teach you, is for you to stay on your spot. Rex, do you understand what we say when we need to stay on your spot? So they're like lines in the map. So Rain is perfectly on his spot right now. So your spot is where two of those lines in the puzzle map cross. Parker, you're a little bit off. Can you check your spot? Come on, keep going. Nice. And then you're right on your spot. Get right on your spot. Kingston, you're pretty close. Maybe take a little scooch to the right. You're almost there. You're right on your spot. That's perfect. Right. So as we move around, we do different things. And then if I say check your spot, that means you look down at the map and you see like I'm right on my spot, right? You look down and you see where those puzzle lines, or the lines in the puzzle map are. And you check it. Alright? Yeah.
I don't know what it's called.
What? Well, what is it called? The lines in the puzzle map?
Yeah. Like,
Okay. You gotta play every game. Yes, you have a question?
no, there's something I was gonna say. Like in the middle of them, you have to split them because if you do something around you, you can't. So you don't like. If someone's here, if you try to walk around and be silly or might.
Are you saying why it's important to stay on your spot?
No, not to have. You should have like a big gap.
Oh, so we don't, yeah, well, that is why it's important to stay on your spot. Like that, right? That's why I asked you to stand still. That's why we stand trio. So that if we're too close to each other and we're wiggling like that. So last Thursday, we had to wait in line, right? Right? Yeah. And so waiting in line, we stand a little closer together than this, right? So if you are wiggling around a lot, then you can disturb the person next to you, right? Yeah, even if it's accidental, this isn't the right time for that. And so if we wanna be courteous, we wanna show courtesy to the other people in line, we have to have good self-control, right? So we have to control our bodies. So everybody say, we have to control your mind, right? So that means we have to, right, so everybody say, control my mind,
Control my mind.
control my body,
Control my body.
control my temper. Right, so that's basically what self-control is about. Okay? Yeah. When we say control my mind, so part of that has to do with like the thoughts too, right? And so, so controlling your mouth has to do with partly your body, because that's part of your body, but that's also controlling your mind, right? Right, that is both of those things. So like when we're waiting in line, partly that is also like, what kind of things are we saying to each other, right? So you have to always be aware of what we're saying to each other and whether or not it's kind, because we wanna make sure also that we're being respectful of each other too, right? So we wanna make sure maybe that we can talk about things like maybe our favorite ice cream, or the fun thing we did over the weekend, or, our pets, and the silly things they do, cause those are things that are not likely to hurt somebody else's feelings, right?
No?
Yeah, ducks, yeah, you like ducks, sure. Those are things that are not likely to hurt other people's feelings, right? But maybe we don't wanna talk about other people in class, yeah? Maybe that's not such a great thing to do, right? Cause that is something something that's likely to hurt another person's feelings, right? But that is something, again, that has to do with controlling your mind and controlling your body.
Saying good stuff about
Yeah, so like if you see somebody in class that has a great kick, absolutely, you can say, man, Tree, Wayne, did you see that kick you did? That was amazing, right? Yeah, and then you can tell them, Wayne, that kick was amazing, good job, right? Yeah, so maybe that kind of talking about somebody in class is really positive like that, that's probably okay.
Is that what nice?
Yeah, as long as it's something really positive to say, that's all.
If it's not nice, like, oh, that kid's kick is very bad.
Right, we don't need to talk about that, right? Because if it's something that needs to be fixed, that's something that Miss Medina and I will address, right?
Yeah, you don't just say it.
Exactly, right. Definitely. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Okay, alright, so, what's our next stance? What were we talking about? Front stance, right? Uh-huh. So what was the difference between walking stance and front stance? It was bigger, right? Yeah, and the front knee was bent, right? Okay, so everybody put your feet together, turn that back foot out, and then pick up your heel, pivot it out, yep, move it forward. So we're gonna put one foot where your toes are, you're gonna put your heel. You're gonna go all the way forward. Right there. Then, so this is walking stance. Then you took like one step forward. Yeah, kinda like that. Okay, then we're gonna do it again. So look at where in the mat, the line where your toe is, and I want you to put your heel on that spot. So this will be 2 steps out. There you go. Right. Now you're 2 steps out. 1, 2. So for some people, this is big enough. So if your butt, let me show you something. If you are, this is what we want to do this seminar. If you are, pull my hands so you guys can see. If you're doing a front stance and you're bent like this, can everybody see how far forward my knee is?
Yes, ma'am.
We gotta look at it. Can you see? How far, you see my knees like going over my toes, right? Can you see that from where you are, Casey? Yeah, if I turn this way. You see how far forward my knee is? Right. So the problem with that, let's see. Somebody show me that. Show me front stance. Did you want to do it? Okay. That way. No, bring the foot back, Bend your knee really far. There, like this, okay. So does everybody see where his knee is? You see his knee is like really far forward? Come here, come to the side so you can see. See how far forward his knee is? So if I push on him, he's gonna kind of collapse, right? Right? He's gonna wanna collapse, right? So, do this. I'll let you do this. Come here. Oh, you're a little heavier. Come here. Come up here. I want you can hold on to my arm if you want. I want you to try and stand on the back leg. So I'm gonna try and do it the wrong way first. Yep. Right, so I've got the knee really far forward, and she's gonna push me right down, right? So watch, if I move my knee back, so my knee is over my heel, try to do it now. Not hard, try to hold on to my arm, try to step up there. Ain't happening, right? Right. It was a lot harder, right? Yeah, come on over, thank you. So the point of that is that if your stance is too small and you just try and bend your knee really big and you put your knee too far forward, it's not stable, it's not strong, right? So you wanna make sure that your front foot is far enough forward that your knee goes right over your heel, right over your ankle. Does that make sense?
Yes.
However, sometimes, watch me, sometimes we kick and we step really big, and then what happens back here? What happened to my back foot? Yes to here. Let's see what he's saying. Yes to here. What happened to my back foot? Well, bounced, but what happened? It is. What's wrong with that? That's okay. Go ahead, Autumn.
When you step far, the heel goes up.
Yep. I knew you were gonna say that, right, Terry? Yeah, so my heel's up, and that's not supposed to happen, right? So if you step too big, your heel pops up. If you step too small, the knee goes too far forward, and it's really hard to stand like that. Yeah. So the perfect amount is where you still are able to keep your heel down, but you've got your knee over your ankle. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
We're gonna try and do that front stance, okay? And we're gonna do a down block, like this, right? Rex, we're gonna try that down block. We're gonna take that arm up and grab the shoulder. So take your left arm, put it on your right shoulder. Yeah. Give this knee in your belly. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna come down to Adamant. To the other side. Up. Right down to Adamant. One more time. Up. All right. Remember, back of the hand all the way down. The last minute, twist it up. Back of the hand all the way down. Last minute, twist it up. Adamant. There we go. All right. We're not gonna say that though. Okay. We're gonna put our feet side by side. Nice. No, horse stance. Come here. Put your feet together. Measure it out. 1 foot out. Side by side. Step that. Let's step our right foot forward. Right foot 1 foot forward. 2 feet forward. I need to go a little more so that my knee doesn't go too far forward. If you bend your knee though, if you bend your front knee as your heel kind of come up, Tree, I think that looks awful big for you. So, who in here is taller than me? You think you're taller than me, Jason? I mean, I'm not very tall, but I don't know about that. Miss Nina, she's the only one in here taller than me, right? He's not taller than me. No. So nobody's front stance should be bigger than mine, right? Except Miss Medina. Except Miss Medina. Okay. Bend that front knee. Oh, no. Bring that front foot back. There you go. Okay. So when we step forward, we're going to step hips width apart. Don't put your feet together and then step forward like that. We're going to down block like that. So you're down blocking with the front arm. Okay. So make sure the back heel's down, front knee's bent. Down block. Hey! You should do your right arm because your right foot's in front. There you go. All right. You got it right? Try to set your feet up like mine. Go. Go for it. The front stance, the big stance. There you go. And now up. Right arm. Right arm. Side arm. Okay, we're going to step forward. So get the other arm ready. Step forward. Hey! Make sure your front knee stays bent. Autumn, front knee bent. So dad goes, step back. Left knee's in front. Yeah. All right, one more time. Go. Hey!
Superman.
Okay, go back. Okay, okay. Everybody have a seat. Pick one else out. Yes, ma'am? Okay. Things to keep in mind. We're not gonna work on that anymore today. Good job today. Things to keep in mind with that. So, if you are too small, like I said, you're gonna go too far forward. Not only does it make it unstable, but this leg is gonna get really tired really fast, right? If you go really big and your heel doesn't come up, what's your back foot do? Yeah. So your foot is allowed to go out 45 degrees. I really hate to put my foot out all the way, that's why I'm resisting this, I'm crazy, I'm pretty flexible. But like, I see people doing this. Is the back foot supposed to go all the way out like this? Autumn, can you? Mary, can you? The back foot's supposed to go all the way out like this? No. No. Yeah, 45 degrees next. Closer to the front, the better. Right? So if something even, the black box is on. Yes, ma'am? Okay. Okay. I don't? Oh, I do, okay. You scared me there for a minute. You got that yellow, right? Is it yellow out with black on it? It has yellow. It's a bumblebee though. It's got stripes, maybe it's a bumblebee though.
Bumblebee is a transformer.
Good one. I like that. I want to be a bumblebee now. Okay, we have to play a really quick game. Well, actually, we don't. What's it called? Yeah, we do. Everybody see it? Yes, ma'am? It's called Kick the Cup Off the
Oh, that
front of
over
the deck.
there.
Right.
We played it before. I've been looking at that.
And guess who's our new person? So everybody make a line behind Rex. Yes, ma'am? Okay. So, we're gonna do roundhouse kick. I have to show him how to do this really fast. So, we did front stamp kick, right? So I'm gonna show Rex, because he doesn't know. Kingston, you have only have one class, right? So, this is just your second class, right? So watch me, Rex, watch me, Kingston. So this one is different, remember? Toes are going down, that's your whole foot from the ankle. You're gonna turn sideways, kick sideways. You gotta kick the cup sideways, okay? Okay, you have to turn sideways. So pick a foot, which foot do you wanna kick it with? That one. So you wanna turn your body this way. Then you have to take your foot up. You have to turn sideways. Turn sideways. Turn sideways. Yeah, we're gonna get your first step. That's okay. We're gonna break. Okay, pick it up, put it back up there. Put the end away. Good job, sir. Put the end. We're gonna give somebody else a chance, sir. Put the end. Put the end away. Thanks, sir. All right. You got this, or should I hold it? I can hold it too. Okay. I promise I have to keep my hand and hold it a little lower. You want me to hold it? No. Okay. Go ahead, Randy. Whoa, try it again. Give it that foot. Oh, not bad. Go get it. Get that right. Yeah, do this one. So if you keep your foot turned all the way back, and when you lean your back like that, it'll go. There you go. Right back. Turn back. Oh, you're almost there. What's your stop? Alright, step there. Sweet. And everybody have a seat. Yes, ma'am. Alright, last thing. I told you you were supposed to stand. Yeah. Okay, which one's your strong hand? Which is your strongest hand? Your right hand? Okay. Okay, I want you to come right here. Right here. Come here, Rance. Right here. This way. Okay, no, I want you to put it this way. Okay. Hand. And you're gonna hold it out straight in front of you like the Mogu Kogo. Nope, like the Mogu Kogo. Say, Kogo. Rex, what happens to your Kogo if you do like that? Self-control. Right, okay, so you want to keep your hand upright so you don't spill pills, right? So I want you to touch this softly, say, honey. Do it again, say, do. Do. One more time, say, say. Okay, this time you're gonna raise it all the way up. All the way up. Get a hard go. Hey! Hey! Okay, and here. And close your eyes. Little peeky. All right, open them. What do I got? Karate chop. We're not karate chopping it. What is this? Board, wood, piece of wood. Yep. Who can tell? Well, make sure you raise your hand first. Who can tell Rex what happens if he doesn't break this? Autumn, what happens?
You have to leave your shoes and socks here, and you never get to come back.
You said you have the back door. That's right.
That's the place that's the place we kicked out of Hawaii.
That's no problem, right? Because you're going to do it. Who here broke their board on their first day? Who here broke their board on their first day? Parker, you broke a board, right? So raise your hand, raise your hand. There you go. Everybody did. Everybody here did. So no problem, right? Okay, tight this. Tight this. Tight, 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 tight. Tight, 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 tight. Okay, step this foot right here. Yep, okay. Don't you touch it soft first, and Hannah, soft. Sitting here, I'm going to go through 10 minutes of Taekwondo. Everybody say courtesy.
Courtesy.
Integrity.
Integrity.
Perseverance.
Perseverance.
Self-control.
Self-control.
Indomitable spirit.
Indomitable spirit.
Tolerance.
Tolerance.
Humility.
Humility.
Love.
Love.
Yeah, guys, let me get those cards for you. So those of you that are not familiar with these character cards, the new one this month, like I said, is self-control. So there will be parents, there will be little things that are in tiny print that you might need reading glasses for, I do, that are specific tasks that they're supposed to be working on for the month. So our student from our first class, I asked her dad if she had any trouble with any of those things, and he said, no, can I turn it now? And I said, no, you have to wait till the end of the month. So even though she's already good at those things, she's working on getting even better on them and keep practicing them throughout the month. So even if you get to the end of the month, and there's 4 things on here, so even if they did really well with 3 of them and 1 of them they're still struggling with, mark the things that they did really well on and sign it and turn it in at the end of the month. What do you guys earn if you turn this in at the end of the month? Anybody know? Great, awesome. What do we get?
Lamborghini.
Not a Lamborghini. So we got this shiny gold tape that we give you on your belt. You can wear it on your belt if you turn this in. Yeah. Pretty cool. All right, so I'm going to hand these out.
I got one of those. I got one of those.
So hey, you guys, it's really important that you guys are responsible and keep track of this. Keep track of this card.
you doing?
All right, everybody stand up. Let's stand up. And face the flag. Yep. And you can turn your right. You'll hurt with your right hand. There you go. Good. Face me. Yep. What? We haven't done it yet. All right, wait for it. Turn your about. Sabonum. On your knees. Ketchup show. You know what you just said me? So I'm sabonum. That means teacher, you know what ketchup show on underneath ketchup show means?
Yes, ma'am.
What? Oh, yeah, use the box. It's just a formal.